Good morning, everyone. It may not be morning where you are, but it is bright and early here. I am going to brunch with some family today, and then we're going to do some errands and just try to have a fun-filled day. Probably do some stuff outside because it's actually pretty gorgeous outside today. It's one of the last days we have of spring break before school starts again, so we're going to make the best of it. And I was getting ready and I thought, you know what? I need to get on camera and do this because this has been a look I've been doing a lot lately because I have really been into pinks. I don't know why, but the pinks, like the pink eyeshadow, the pink blushes, the pink lipsticks, I've really been gravitating towards pinks lately. So I thought I would do a look using pinks. So that's what we're going to do. I got this sent to me from PUR and Octoly, and so I'm going to be using some of these. This is the, what do they call it? I don't know what they call it, but it's their new face powders. So you can see right here. So it's got the two new bronzers, the Bronzing Act matte bronzers. It has a powder, a highlighter, and then this is the Mineral Glow illuminating bronzer that I actually featured in my last month's favorites. So I already have one of those. So we're just going to play with some of these products and then use some of my favorite pinks and get ready. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to prime my face first. And I mean, I feel like I'm already pretty glowy for my skincare, but I've been all about the like major, probably over the top glow lately. So we're going to jump right in with that. And I'm going to mix two things together for my primer. I'm going to be using my Jane Iredale Smooth Affair Brightening Primer, which y'all know I love, and the NARS Super Radiant Booster. So this is their newish liquid highlight, and it's a really pretty rose gold color. I mean, they say it's universal, and I will say it's pretty universal. Like, I can envision this working on many skin tones. So I'm going to take a little bit of the primer, a little bit of that illuminator, and I'm going to mix it together and use that to prime my face. Have y'all had spring break yet? We gave the girls an option this year. We said we can go somewhere on spring break, or we can put the money that we would have used to go somewhere on spring break towards a better summer vacation. And they both agreed, which, if y'all have two kids, especially two kids of the same gender, you will know that is not a normal occurrence when they agree. But they did both agree that they would rather go on a better summer vacation. So we had a staycation this spring break. It's been fun, but I'm tired. So I'm not too sad that school starts again in a couple days. All right, so that just added some other glow that I really wanted. Now we are going to color correct. I have been using this a lot lately. I'm still using my Color Science. It just depends on what I feel like grabbing for. But this is the Jane Iredale Concealer in Enlighten 1. So it's a very peachy toned concealer. I use it as a corrector. But I just take it like on a Real Techniques brush and I pat it on the area where I'm the darkest. It doesn't take much. So, I mean, that just took the darkness down. On days that I don't wear makeup, I will just do that. Set it with a tiny bit of powder and I'm good to go. Okay, now let's go into foundation. I have been trying to use some foundations that I don't normally use because I hate to see them go to waste. And, we get in foundation ruts where we pick the same thing over and over because we like it, understandable. But for someone like me who has way too many foundations, I really need to show them all some love. So I've been picking up my IT Cosmetics foundation products lately. I'm not a fan of the CC cream. Y'all, I know I sometimes sound like a broken record because I say some of these things like I'm not a fan of the CC cream over and over and over again. But inevitably, someone who is new to my channel will ask me, do you not like the CC cream in the comments? So I just kind of want to get all bases covered. So I'm sorry if I'm really repetitive, but I'm trying to help out some of the newer people. So I am actually a fan of these two. So this is the Bye Bye Foundation and this is the Matte CC Cream. So I really like mixing them together. So whether I am mixing them or using only one, I only need one pump. If I use more than that, it's too much and it starts looking like a cakey mess. So I do my best to get a half a pump of each one onto my hand. So I'm in the color medium in the matte and neutral medium in the Bye Bye foundation. So I just took half a pump of each, mix them together on my hand, and then I'm going to take the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7 complexion brush, which I also always get a lot of questions about. It is by far my favorite foundation brush ever. And I still have a crease right there from sleeping, which totally baffles me because A, I don't sleep on this side, like ever, and B, I rarely wake up with creases, so. And I've been up for a few hours. It's not going anywhere. So I like to stipple pretty much all my foundations in, even if they say to apply them in a buffing manner. For instance, the new It Cosmetics CC, or not CC cream, but the new It Cosmetics foundation. The instructions tell you to buff it. I don't like buffing it. I still stipple it, even though they tell me to do otherwise. Tell me if y'all want a separate review on that foundation. I feel like everybody's doing one, so I really wasn't sure if I was going to post one or not. If y'all want me to, I for sure will. So I take that down to my neck until it meets up with the color I'm trying to match. Okay, so that was just one pump of product. Gave me the coverage that I wanted. Now let's get some concealer on. Today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. This is in the color Cashew. This is very similar to the color of my foundation. I may go in at the end and brighten it up with powder, but typically I don't like a super bright under eye. So I'm just going to take just that much. No need to redip with this concealer. It's very full coverage, and I find a little goes a long way. And then just apply that with my Beauty Blender. This concealer is honestly so amazing. I get so little creasing with it. I don't get my little fish gills with it, which are like the vertical lines I get right on the inside when I make like a smile or make an impression, when I make an impression on someone, when I make an expression, they will like kind of crinkle up and crease. A lot of concealers, even some that I absolutely love. This one does not do that. And it just blends out so well. I love this concealer. So before we go into the eyes, I'm going to go yell at my kids and my husband to wake up before we miss brunch. I'll be right back. Hey girls, y'all need to wake up. Daddy, you need to be waking up. We got to leave in an hour. Okay, now everybody is reluctantly waking up. We can continue. I'm going to let my foundation and concealer sink in. And we're going to start on the eyes. Super simple eyes. Are you surprised I don't ever do anything elaborate, y'all? I just don't. That is not real life. And I'm not going to get on here and do an elaborate like eye look and then wash it off. Kudos to the people who do it. It's just not me. So, good morning. Are you sleepy? We get to go eat though. Does that make you happy? Hmm? Yeah. Okay. I'm filming. I know. Okay. So I'm going to go into my Salt New York palette, and I'm going to use some of the best brushes I've ever used in my life. I posted a picture on my Instagram stories of these. If you are not following me on there, be sure to. I'm trying to get better on my stories, y'all. I am not the best, but I'm trying. But these are the Sonia G, the new eye pro set that she sold out of on Beautylish, and then they came back in stock. So I got it on the second round. These are just 3 of them, but I mean, oh my goodness, am I about to say they're better than my Wayne Goss brushes? I think I am. I'm not cheating on you, Wayne Goss, I promise, because I still adore my Wayne Goss brushes, but y'all, these are good. The set is expensive. It's $150. But honestly, brushes don't expire. If you take good care of them, you'll have them forever. So I find that it's worth investing in good tools. I have a hair on my face somewhere and it's absolutely driving me crazy. I can't find it. Okay, so I'm going to take the Blender Pro and I'm going to go into this pretty color from, I believe both the colors I'm using today are from ColourPop. The bathroom's right there. Sorry. This is called Labyrinth. So it's a really pretty pink matte color, but it's not obnoxious pink. So I'm just going to pick that up on the brush. I don't feel like ColourPop singles really get the attention they deserve because they are really good shadows. And I'm just putting this in my crease and just watch how it blends itself with this brush. You could be, I'm not going to call out any brand names, but you could be a really bad shadow and this brush will make you good. I also find that there's some reason that when I use this brush, even with shadows that typically have a lot of fallout, when I like tap it off like this, nothing comes off. So I'm like, is it magically knowing how much product I need on that brush? Because I don't have to tap anything off most of the time. Now I'm actually just going to use my finger for this one, but this is the color Come and Get It. So it's a really pretty shimmery pink color. You definitely don't have to do shimmer. I know not everybody is comfortable with it, but I find this one is it's almost like a duochrome and it's not offensive. I'm not laying a base down because I want it to be as soft as possible. I really just want it to blend in with the color we put in the crease. I mean, it's just really pretty. And you see, I'm using one brush for this eyeshadow look. Well, I'll use another one under my eyes, but one of the reasons I'm not using a base is because I do not want this to be super shimmery. I want it to be a very subtle pink springtime look. And so when I don't use a base, I find that I can achieve that even if it is a more satin / shimmer color. So I know it's very monochrome, or I know it's very monochromatic, but that's what I want. And I'm looking and it's a little bit higher on this side as it is on this side, which is normal because my brow bones sit at different angles. So let me fix that. There we go. I want it to be super blown out, almost over the brow bone. So we're going to go in and set the concealer real quick. I'm going to use my obnoxiously large but oh so lovely powder from Flower Beauty. This is the Satin Finishing Powder. I've had a lot of y'all ask me, because you've gotten it and love it, but you hate the packaging, which I totally get, how I decant them into my kit, because I do have the flower powder in my kit. And the answer is I use bead jars. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them at Walmart. And I just use a baby spoon to take the powder out of the big container and carefully place it in the small container. You can buy containers with sifters, like on Amazon if you want to, but I just find that it works just as well in a bead container. So lightly set my under eyes, put that powder away because we're going to use the PUR powder all over our face. And now we're going to use some cream products. I've been really liking doing this lately too. And typically I don't mess with them as much on myself. I like using them on clients, but I've just really liked this. So I've been pulling out my Hourglass Vanish cream highlighter. This is in the color Champagne Flash. I don't have the pink one. That would be very appropriate for this look, but we'll just use this. And I basically just stripe it on and then blend it out with my finger. You can take it on a brush. You can take it on your finger first. But this way is just the easiest for me. You have such a pretty highlight. Do you see that? Oh. I overlaid my upper lip. I like the highlighted mustache look. This line is not going to go away. And I think it's absolutely like magic how this stick does not mess with your foundation. Like you saw how I just striped it on. It's not picking up any foundation. It doesn't mess with it. Now, I think I may end up going over that with the Afterglow powder from PUR just to try it out. But a lot lately, I have just been doing that. And it's been working lovely. Now, I am going to be using a cream blush, which again, I don't normally do. This is a sample that I got, but I really like it. And it is the Ada Harper Voluminizing Cheek and Lip Cream product in Very Sweet. So y'all aren't even going to probably be able to see that, but that's the little sample. I've been using this quite a bit. It's lasting me a long time because you do not need much. And I'm going to place it right here. You can start blending it out with your finger, but then I like to go in with that foundation brush and kind of blend it out. But do you see that pretty? I hope it's coming across on camera. Is it too washed out? Knowing my luck, it is. But I can assure you it's a very pretty pinky color. And again, you can use this on your lips as well. Oh, I hope you can see that. It's such a pretty flush. And we may top it too. I don't know, y'all. I just have been really liking to play with products lately. And I think that's why I got out the creams, because the more I can layer, the better. Really and truly though, very often I will put a little bit of bronzer, and I'm talking a little bit, like I haven't even been overdoing the bronzer, which is crazy. Set my T-zone, leave the cheeks dewy and not set, and that's been my look lately, and I absolutely love it. But we are going to set just a little bit in the T-zone with the PUR Balancing Act Mattifying Shine Control Powder. Now, I love the packaging of all these PUR things. I will say I don't like how they're all the same, because if I have them all out of my vanity, I'm going to have to open them or turn them around to see what they are to know which drawer to put them in. That is a little kind of annoying to me, but if that's the worst that I can say about it, then it's not that bad. I'm going to start off with a little bit more of a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E3. And I'm just going to pick a little bit up on it. And then I'm just going to, like I said, set in the T-zone. Wow, it has like a scent to it. What is that scent? It's not bad. Okay, so I'm still keeping that glow. I'm going to set down here a little bit, because when you talk on your phone, you don't want that foundation to transfer. What is that smell? I don't dislike that. I really can't see it, which is good, but I do feel like it as well. I may go in at the very end and do some more. Let's try some of this Bronzing Act Matte Bronzer. I'm going to start with the light. So this is the light, this is the dark. These are the ones that were sold out on Ulta when I ended up getting the Mineral Glow Illuminating Bronzer. So this is the light, this is the dark. And I'm so glad it has that same scent that I was able to get them here. So this is a matte bronzer. I don't know why I'm picking up my mirror. I have to have two hands. It's so ridiculous, but so true. I definitely don't need the dark, which is good to know, because I feel like I was actually going to purchase the dark. So I don't want to cover too much of what we just did with the creams. I like that. So the Mineral Glow, have I used that or just talked about it? It is definitely an illuminating bronzer, and it's a little bit darker, so it gives off the very like tan, just got out of the sun type look, where this one is more of a natural matte bronzer. I like it. I like that. Go PUR. They have really been impressing me lately. And not that I need more highlight, but I'm gonna try. And this, y'all, this is the Afterglow highlighter. This is a very intense highlight. So I'm going to go very, very, very lightly and kind of top that highlight. Yes. Chad's going to, oh, yikes. I don't like that much of a highlight mustache. Chad's going to be like, holy cow, girl, do you need to go wash your face? You look a little oily. No, this is my preferred look. All right, we are going to top that gorgeous blush off. You don't need to, but I want to. And I'm going to use this really pretty color, the Becca Luminous Blush in Camellia. Look at how, oh, talk about pretty in pink. This is just like a ballerina color. and it's very pigmented. So dust it off on your arm or your hand or something before you apply it. But it's luminous too, wanting to add to the luminosity. And then just to make sure everything is nice. I'm doing this very lightly because I didn't set as much, so I don't want to move a ton of those cream products around, but just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going to take, oh my goodness, if one more hair sticks to my face, that is like the most cringeworthy feeling too. And I don't want to mess up. Oh, it's right there. This is killing me. I'm going to go back in with that Labyrinth color that we used. And I'm taking the Sonuji Pencil Pro. And I'm going to really buff out my lower lash line. Now, this is something new I've been doing too. I have not been wearing mascara on my lower lash line lately. I just feel like as we go into spring and summer, the less is more type look when I've just put 1,800 products on my face. I know that's laughable, but the visibly less is more look is more appropriate. So I like to super smoke out my lower lash line like that and then not do mascara. And I just have really been liking the fresh look that it gives. And because we need one more highlight on the face, I'm going to go into the good old trusted Nylon and use that for my inner corner and brow bone. Now I am going to do my top lashes off camera and I'll be right back. All right, so we're done with lashes. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my Beautycounter brow gel, set my brows, and now we're going to go into lips. So I have not tried this lipstick yet. Where did it go? This is the Laura Mercier Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick. This is not one of the new colors that she came out with, but since I've been into pink, I wanted to try it. And it's the color Ruthless. But y'all, it's really pink. And it's matte, so you know I'm going to top it with a gloss because I just don't prefer matte lipsticks. But they stay on a long time, so I wanted to try it. And I like that it's in a stick. So I just outlined it first and then lightly go in the inside until I get the color I want. It's a little bit lighter than I thought it was going to be, but it's still really pretty. But oh, I can already feel how matte it is. So I definitely need to top it with a gloss. This is the Beautycounter Bare Shimmer. How did I not know that? I love this gloss. I like it. Y'all are going to say it's too light, but I don't really care because I like it. And I think it's the perfect pink combo. So that is my pink look that I've been doing a lot lately. I don't know, just pink and luminosity scream spring to me. So hopefully you enjoyed this little impromptu get ready with me. I have got to go because I'm going to go eat. Oh, I'm going to do one thing first. Because I already have this gorgeous Mineral Glow Illuminating Bronzer, I'm going to give it away to one of y'all. So if you would like this, I have not swatched it or anything. I'm just showing it to you. If you want to hear more about it, you can go to my last favorites video where I talk about it. But if you would like this and you made it this far in the video, comment down the description, or not the description. Comment down in the comment section what your favorite bronzer to date is, and I will pick from that in like a week or so. I'll put all the info in the description box and send someone this bronzer. So if you enjoyed this video, as always, be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future content. And I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.